So today, we are making a one-pan vegetable and egg breakfast skillet. Now let me tell you, the first time I made this dish, I was trying to create a recipe that was very healthy, made with simple ingredients, and packed a ton of flavor. However, when I took that first bite, I could not believe how good it was. The secret here, make sure to use some sweet smoked Spanish paprika. It makes all the difference in the world. You'll find a link to the one that I'm using in the description box below, folks. This recipe is very easy to make, it's super nutritious for you, and it comes together in under 30 minutes. It just doesn't get any better. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified when I release new content to become a part of the Spain on 4 kitchen. To all my returning subscribers, welcome back. So we're going to begin by getting our ingredients ready. To make this recipe, I'm going to use a combination of green and red bell peppers, 1 zucchini, and 4 tomatoes. Of course, you can use different vegetables here, but the combination of these 4 give this dish a beautiful balance of goodness. The secret, cut those bell peppers and the zucchini into larger chunks. That way your breakfast skillet has more of a full body texture. Then I'm going to finely grate the 4 tomatoes to end up with a generous cup of finely grated tomato, which is 120 grams. Of course, you can substitute this for the same amount of canned tomato sauce or passata. And I'm also going to roughly dice 1 onion and cut 5 cloves of garlic in half. Alright, let's start cooking our breakfast skillet. I'm going to grab a large fry pan, heat it with a medium heat, and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. After heating the olive oil on a medium heat for 2 minutes, I'm going to add in the pieces of garlic and start mixing them around with that olive oil. Very important to mix this continuously, that way the garlic don't burn and they all evenly saute. After sauteing the garlic for about 2 minutes and they're lightly fried, you don't want to brown them too much, I'm going to remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add in the chopped onion, the pieces of zucchini, and the chopped bell peppers. And start mixing the vegetables around. That way they're all coated in that olive oil. And at this point, you don't have to mix this continuously. Just get in there every minute or so. That way they all evenly saute. After about 9 to 10 minutes, and that zucchini is nice and translucent, and the rest of the vegetables are lightly sauteed, you don't want to brown them, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. This is 2.30 grams. And we'll give this a quick mix. That way that paprika is coating all the vegetables. And like I always tell you, when you add in paprika into a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly, otherwise it easily gets a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in our generous cup of finely grated tomato, which once again is about 120 grams. And we'll also add in our sauteed garlic that we cooked earlier. And season everything generously with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give this a quick mix, that way all the ingredients are evenly mixed together. And we're going to simmer this between 3 to 4 minutes or until that grated tomato has slightly thickened up. In the meanwhile, I'm going to crack in 4 cage-free organic eggs, each one into individual bowls. I always like to do this before I add the eggs into the pan, as it ensures that no eggshells go in there and that the egg yolks are not broken. After simmering this for about 4 minutes and that grated tomato has slightly thickened up, it's time to start adding our eggs. I always like to create a little pocket and then add the egg in there, that way it perfectly sits in there. Then I'm going to crack a little fresh pepper over the eggs and place a lid on the pan. And we're going to cook this for another 3 to 4 minutes. This is enough time for those eggs to fully cook through, with the egg whites being nice and firm and for those egg yolks to still have a beautiful creamy texture. After about 4 minutes, I'm going to remove the lid from the pan And look how beautiful this turned out. You know, you can always tell when your eggs are perfectly cooked. You just touch them really quickly. As you can see, the egg whites are nice and firm, and that egg yolk is a little wiggly, which means it still has a beautiful creamy texture. I'm gonna remove the pan from the heat, and we'll sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. Our one-pan vegetable and egg breakfast skillet is done. You saw it, easy to make, simple ingredients, beautiful aromas. Let's give this a try and see how it tastes. This came out looking so fabulous. Here we go. Absolutely delicious. The eggs are perfectly cooked. They have that creamy egg yolk, and the whites are nice and firm. All those chunky vegetables, and that sweet smoked Spanish paprika. You saw this. Easy to make, simple ingredients. Comes together in under 30 minutes, and it's all done using just one pan. Really quick before I go, a shout out to one of my newest patrons, David Anthony. Once again, David, thank you so much for becoming a patron of Spain on Fork. It's thanks to you and the rest of my patrons why Spain on Fork continues to move forward. If you're not a patron, consider becoming one. It really helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this. You'll find my patron link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.